Hello students, standard 10 chapter number 14 statistics, in which we have to solve today exercise 14.2 question number 4. In exercise 14.2 there we use the formula regarding the mode, and in exercise 14.1 there we discuss already the mean regarding sums, right? So in that exercise mean in 14.2 mean and mode regarding sums you have to solve. Okay, so mode formula we already discussed. In mode is represented by capital Z, where its equation, its formula is L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. So this is a mode formula, right? And mean formula, then we use the step deviation method, which we already discussed in a chapter exercise 14.1. Okay. So question number 4. The following distribution gives the state-wise teacher-students ratio. Teacher-students ratio is given state-wise, and in a higher secondary school of India, right? So find the mode and the mean of this data. So number of students per teacher 15 to 20. There are 3 states or union territories. In India there are union territories also there, and states are there. So the given observations meaning is what? There are 3 state or union territory in which the number of students per teacher is 15 to 20, right? In between 15 to 20. There are 8 state or union territory in which the number of students per teacher is 20 to 25. Okay, so that way the data is given. So here the question they ask, find the mode and the mean of the data. So mean you have to find out in your homework, as we discussed in exercise 14.1, how to find out the given observations. Mean that we already discussed in exercise 14.1. Okay, so exercise 14.2 right now we have to solve using a mode. So mode, how we can find out? So for that we have required the model class. And model class, how we can define? Using the, we have to check it out, the maximum frequency is which one. So maximum frequency is 10, right? And a given frequency, maximum frequency is 10. So here we have to write here, from the given observation, from the data, we can write maximum frequency, or you can say the greatest frequency is 10. So 10's corresponding class is what? 30 to 35. So model class is what? Model class is equal to what we can write? 30 to 35. Okay. So in model formula, whatever value we require, that thing here we have to write first. Okay. So here I mentioned the mode formula. In mode formula, there is a L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. This is the mode formula, right? So in which we require first value as a L. So here we mention L means what? We already discussed in our previous period. L means lower limit of the model class. Model class is 30 to 35. So its lower limit is 30. So we can write L value as 30. Now F1 value we require. F1 value is what? That thing we already discussed in our previous period. F1 means your model class frequency. Model class is 30 to 35 as we represent. Its frequency, it is called the F1. So F1 value we get as a 10. Then we require F0 value. F0 means what? Your model class preceding class preceding class frequency. So model class is 30 to 35. So its preceding class is at 25 to 30. So its frequency, it is called the F0 value. So F0 value is a 9. F1 value we define 10. F0 value is 9. F2 value we require. F2 value is what? F2 means model class succeeding class frequency. Model class succeeding means 35 to 40 is a model class succeeding class frequency is a 3. So this is our F2 value. So F2 value is a 3. And H value we require. So H is a class size. So how we can find out the class size? That thing we already discussed. Observe the data here, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30 means it is a continuous class, and each and every class size is the same. So from the first class we can find out the H value. How we can find out? Upper limit minus lower limit. So 20 minus 15. So we get the H value as a 5. right? Now all these value we have to put in a formula. So L value is a 30, L value is a 30 plus F1 value is a 10, F1 value is a 10 minus F0 value is a 9, F0 value is a 9 divided by 2 times F1 value is a 10 as we are represent minus F0 is a 9 and minus F2 is a 3 minus F2 is a 3 into class size H value is a 5. Right? Now we have to give the simplification. So this is a 30 plus 10 minus 9 is a 1 only. Right? 2 tens are 20 minus 9 minus 3. So we get the 12 minus 12 into 5. Okay. So 1 into 5 we get in numerator as a 5. So 30 plus 5 divided by 20 minus 12. So we get the 8. Right? So in short we require we have to divide 5 by the 8. So here we have defined that thing. 5 we have to divide by 8. So it is not divisible. So here we have to put a 0 and here we have to put a 0. Here decimal point we have to put. Right? So 8 6 are 48. So 2 is remainder. Right? So here we have to put a 0. So 8 2s are 16. So 4 we get. Here is a 14. So 8 5s are 14. So we get the 0.625. So it means 30 plus 5 by 8 means we get the 0.625. So 0.625 we have to add in a 30. So we get the 30.625. This is our mode of the given observation. That is our answer. 30.625 is our mode of the given observation. Right? So that way we can solve the question number 4. Now we have to solve the question number 5. See the question number 5. The given distribution shows the number of runs scored by the some top batsmen. Runs scored is given and number of batsmen is given in a one-day international cricket matches. Here the question is given, find out the mode of the given observation. We have to find out. That question is given after the table. Okay. So what is the meaning of that? So there are 4 number of batsmen whose total score is in between 3,000 to 4,000 runs, right? And there are 18 batsmen whose total score is between 4,000 to 5,000. So according to the all data is given. As per the question, we have to find out the mode. So we have to first of all require to find out the model class. And model class we can decide from the maximum frequency or we can say the greatest frequency. Right? So this is the frequency in which we can say the greatest frequency is 18. Right? Or maximum frequency is 18. So from the given data, right? Maximum frequency is 18. So its corresponding class. So model class is equal to what? 4,000 to 5,000. 4,000 to 5,000. Right? Now, as here we define in our question number 4, that way whatever value we require in an equation, that value we have to find out. So in a formula there we required L value, lower limit. So lower limit of the model class, which is a 4,000. Then after F1 value we required. F1 value means what? This is a model class frequency. Model class frequency is called the F1. So F1 is a 18 here. Then F0 value we required. F0 value means what? Model class preceding class frequency. So it is a 4. So F0 value is a 4. Then which value required? F1 we get, F0 we get, F2 value we required. So F2 means what? F2 means model class succeeding class frequency. Right? So this is our F2 value, which is a 9. Then after our H value, class size value we require. So H value observe for the class 3,000 to 4,000, 4,000 to 5,000, 5,000 to 6,000. That way the data is given. So in which the class is continuous. And after observing the each and every class is there, here we get this is the class size the same. So from the first class we can find out the H value. H value how we can find out? Upper limit minus lower limit. 4,000 minus 3,000. So we get the H value is what? 1,000. value we have to put in a mode formula because we have to find out the mode, right? So mod z is equal to is h value is 1000, right? So mod z is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H, right? Now we put the value, L value is 4000, plus F1 value is 18, minus F0 value, F1 minus F0 value is 4, so we define 4, divide by 2F1, so 2 times F1 value is 18, minus F0 value is 4, minus F0 value is 4, minus F2 value is 9, minus F2 value is 9, into H. H means what? 1000, right? H means 1000. Okay, now we have to give the simplification. So that is a 4000 plus 18 minus 4. So we get the 14 in numerator divided. Here 2 into 18, 36, minus 4 minus 9. So we get the minus 13 into 1000. Right? So we give the simplification 4000 plus here is a 14, here 36 minus 13, so we get the 23 into 1000. Right? So what we have to do? We have to do the 14 division by 23. Okay. Otherwise 14 into 100 or 1000, so 14,000 divided by 23. 14,000 divided by 23. Try to yourself the division, whatever you get in a decimal form your answer, which you have to add in a 4000, so at last you get your answer, okay, which is your model score of the given observation, mod value we get, okay, z value. Now same way, see the question number 6. A student noted a number of cars passing through a spot on a road there is a one spot and students are there, and he observed the number of cars passing through the spot for 100 periods, each of 3 minutes, and summarize it in a table given below. So find out the mode of the data. Mode we have to find out. Okay. So here is number of cars is given, here is the frequency is given. So for finding out the mode, we have to first of all decide the model class. And model class we can decide from the highest frequency, or you can say maximum frequency, right? So here from the data, the maximum frequency is which one is observed here? Maximum frequency is which one? 20 is a maximum frequency, right? So 20 is corresponding class, it is called the model class. So model class is equal to 40 to 50, right? Now after deciding the model class, whatever value we require in a formula, that value we have to write. So if this is the model formula, so here we require L value. So L value is represented as a lower limit of the model class. So lower limit is a 40. Then after F1 value we require, F1 value is what? This is our model class frequency value, right? Model class frequency value is a 20 here. Then after F0 value we require, F0 means what? Model class, this is our model class, its preceding class frequency. It is called the F0 value. So it is a 12. Then after we require F2 value. F2 value means what? The model class succeeding class frequency, right? So succeeding class frequency is a 11, and class size H value we require, right? So H value how we can define? See, all the classes are given continuous and all class size is the same. So from the first class we can decide upper limit minus lower limit. So we get the 10 minus 0 as a 10, right? So we apply the mode formula here. Mod z is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2F1 minus F0 F2 into H. Right. So lower limit of the model class here we define, which is a 40. So we define 40 plus F1 value is a 20 minus F0 value is a 12 divided by 2F1. So 2 times 20. 2F1 means 2 times 20 minus F0. F0 is a 12 minus F2 value is a 11. Minus F2 value is a 11 into H. H means it is a 10. Right? So now give the simplification. So 40 plus 20 minus 12, so we get the 8 divided by 2 20s are 40 minus 12 minus 11, so we get the minus 23 into 10. Okay? So we get the 40 plus 8 into 10 means 80 divided by 40 minus 23, we get the 70. Right? So 80's division we have to do with the 70. Right? So 74 is 68. So we get the 120. Here we get the 120. Here we have to put the point. 17 7s are 119. 119. So we get the 1 is implemented. So we get the its division is 14 plus 4.7. Right? So which we have to add 4.7 in 40. So we get the 44.7. This is our mode value. Right? So that way we can find out the mode of the given observation. So mode sums is very easy. Right? So that way using the mode formula we can find out the given observations mode value. Now our next topic is regarding a median. So in a median, how we can define this formula and what is this formula, that we have to first of all discuss. So we discuss first of all the formula, then after we solve the exercise 14.3. In 9th standard we already discussed, we already studied that thing. Whenever the ungrouped data is given, then for that how we can find out the median of the given observation. So our next point is median. We already discussed the mean, and here we discussed the mode, and the third topic of this chapter is median. Okay. Now first of all we discuss about the median of ungrouped data. Ungrouped data, which you already studied in 9th standard. Suppose I take the example is 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11. Right? Suppose that observation is given randomly. Suppose 2, 11, 5, 3, 7. That way the data is given. Now, if anyone say find out the median of these given observations, right? So here we can say from the given observation, this is ungrouped data, not given in a group form. Right? This is ungrouped data, and this median we have to find out. So how we can find out? So there is a formula. Here, first of all, observe how many number of observation is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here n is equal to 5. 5 means what? How many observations? This is called the odd observations. Right? 5 observation is given. It means number of observation is a odd observation. Right? Suppose 6 value is given. 6 observation is given. Then n is equal to 6. Then we can say it is a even observation is given. Right? So whenever the odd observation is given, right? Then for the median formula is defined by, its formula is n plus 1 divided by 2 observation. Right? So n value in that question is our 5. So we get the 5 plus 1 divided by 2 observation. Okay, 5 plus 1 it is a 6 divided by 2 observation. Right? And 6 by 2 means third observation. But here, what we have to do first of all? Here, whatever the observation is given, that observation we have to first of all arrange in a ascending order. Arrange in a ascending order. Right? Or descending order or ascending order, you can arrange. Here we take the ascending order. So ascending order means first we have to write the smaller number. Then after we have to go to the next, this is 3. Then after 5. Then after 7. And then after 11. So given observation, whatever the given observation, first of all we have to arrange in a Then after we have to apply that formula for finding out the median. Okay, so median is equal to n plus 1 divided by 2th observation. N value is here is a 5 observation is given, so 5 plus 1 divided by 2th observation. 5 plus 1 is a 6, so 6 by 2 is a third observation. So in ascending order we have to check it out. Third observation is which one? This is the first one, this is the second one, and this is the third one. So 5 is the third observation in ascending order. So our median of the given observation is what? This is a 5. Okay, so whenever ungrouped data is given and median we have to find out and number of observation is given a odd, then we have to apply this formula. Okay, now next, whenever median for the ungrouped data, but for example I take the 2, 13, 11, 5, 7 and 3, right? I take the 6 observation. Okay, so and we want to find out the median of that 6 observation. So for that what we have to do? First of all, arrange the given observation in ascending order. So first we have to write the 2, then next we get the 3, then we get the 5, then 7, then 11 and 13. Right? In ascending order, I arrange all the given observation. Okay. Now here, how many observation is given? Here, n value is a 6. Number of observation is 6, which is 6 is a even number, right? 6 is a even number. So even observation is given. So that's why we have to apply the median formula for the even observation. So its formula is that median is equal to n by 2th observation plus n by 2 plus 1th observation divided by 2. This is a median formula for the even observation is given, and it is used for the ungrouped data. Right? Now n values here is a 6. So in that formula we put that 6 by 2th observation plus 6 by 2 plus 1 observation divided by 2. 6 by 2 means what? 3. Third observation, right? Plus 6 by 2 is a 3, but in which we have to add plus 1. So we get the 4th observation divided by 2. Right? Third observation in the ascending order is what? 5 is third observation, first, second and third is a 5 plus 4th observation in ascending order is what? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Fourth one is a 7 observation. So 7 divided by 2. So 5 plus 7 is a 12 divided by 2. So we get the 6. 6 is the median of the given observation. Okay. So that way you have to remember the formula. When n is equal to odd is there, then median formula is n plus 1 divided by 2th observation. When n is equal to even number is given, then median formula you have to find out using this one. N by 2th observation plus n by 2 plus 1 observation divided by 2. This is for the ungrouped data, right? But whenever the group data is given, then its formula median of group data. So median is usually represented by capital M, and its formula is L plus n by 2 minus CF upon F into H. This is the formula for the median, and it is for the group data, where L means it represents the lower limit of median class. Here n is total number of observation, or you can say this is a sigma fi, summation of all frequency, right? Total number of observations. This is represent the n value. CF we have to take in a formula, which is the cumulative frequency of the preceding class of the median class, right? So the cumulative frequency, CF means cumulative frequency of the preceding class of median class. Preceding class, cumulative frequency we have to write. That thing we discussed in our exercise, how we can find out the cumulative frequency. Okay, so So from the given observation, we can define the cumulative frequency. How we can find out? But remember that thing. In a formula, whatever we have to put is CF value. This CF value is represent the median class, preceding class cumulative frequency. We have to write. Okay. Now F value. F value is a frequency of median class. Frequency of median class. Okay. Median class frequency, it is represented as a F. And as we already discussed in a mod, which is a class size. Okay. So that is a median of group data formula, right? And for that, how we here observe that thing, median class which we require, which is the most important, median class, how we can find out, because three value which is depend on the median class, right? So in our exercise, I explaining you how we can find out the median class. Median class is normally represented by n by 2 value. We have to observe the n by 2 value, and n by 2 value is just greater cumulative frequency. Corresponding class, it is called the median class. Okay, that thing we will discuss in our exercise. Now, so that is the important one, median of the group data. That formula we have to apply in exercise 14.3. Another thing which is represent the relationship between mean, mode and median. So there is a formula which is represent the relationship between mean, mode and median. So that formula you have to remember, 3 times median is equal to mode plus 2 times mean. Okay, so that is a relation between mean, mode and median. 3 times median is equal to mode plus 2 times mean. In your examination, out of that 3 value, median, mode and mean, they give the any 2 value, remaining value we have to find out. Suppose I say median value is 3, mode value is 5, find out the mean. Okay, so out of 3 value, any 2 value is given in your question, third value you have to find out. Okay, so that type of question comes from in an examination for the 1 marks. Okay, so that formula you have to remember, 3 times median is equal to mode plus 2 times mean, right? So that is a formula which we have to use for the median, finding out the median. So regarding exercise 14.3, we have to exercise 14.3, question number 1. The following frequency distribution gives the monthly consumption of electricity of 68 consumers of a locality. Here they give the observation about the 68 consumers. Find the median, mean and mode. So 3 things we have to find out. Median, mean and mode of the data and compare them. Right. So monthly consumption in unit is given and number of consumers is given. So given observations, meaning is what? 4 consumers there are whose your monthly consumption in between 65 to 85 unit. Right. There are 5 consumers whose monthly consumption in between 85 to 105 unit. Okay. So that way the data is given. So first we have to find out the median. So median formula there we write. Here I define the median formula. Here median we first of all find out. So for that median formula, as we discussed, is a L plus n by 2 minus Cf upon F into H. Right. So L means the lower limit of the median class. Right. So how we can define the median class? That thing here, all of you observe that main thing. Median class you can represent by here whatever is n value, number of consumer, n value. How we can find out? If you add all this one, if you add all this frequency, which then you get the 68, right? 68. Okay. So its n by 2 value is what? N by 2 value is 68 divided by 2. N is 68, then n by 2 is what? 68 divided by 2. So we get the 34. So we get the 34. After getting a n by 2 value, here in that question, for finding out the median, you have to make a one column which is a cumulative frequency. This is a cumulative frequency, right? So cumulative frequency column you have to make, and cumulative frequency, how we can find out that thing we have to discuss here. See, first class, whatever the frequency, first class frequency, in which we have to add the 0. So we get the 4 only, right? Or you can say first class frequency is the same as the cumulative frequency of first class. value is a 4. Now for writing the second class cumulative frequency, first class cumulative frequency in which you have to add the second class frequency. So what is that? 4 plus 5 is equal to what? 9 is that. Right? Same way for third class cumulative frequency, how we can find out? It's preceding class cumulative frequency in which we have to add that class frequency. Right? So 9 plus 13, so we get the 22. Same way fourth class cumulative frequency, how we can find out? It's preceding class cumulative frequency in which we have to add that fourth class frequency. So we get the 42. Right? Same way in 42 we have to add the 14. So we get the 56. In 56 we have to add the 8. So we get the 64. And in 64 we have to add the 4. So we get the 68. Observe here. Here we get the 68. And if you add all this frequency, then sigma fi, or you can say n, you get the 68. Here you require both values same. Cumulative last class cumulative frequency value and the summation of all observations n value, sigma fi value. These two value we require same. If you are getting the other value, then you are mistaken in your addition. Remember that thing. Okay, 68 here is a 68. Now, our main point is how we can find out the median class. So, as I told you, first of all, you have to define the n, which is a 68. So, its n by 2 value is a 34. In a cumulative frequency column, you have to go to that just greater value of 34, or you can say the just greater value of n by 2. So, observe in a cumulative frequency, just greater value of 34 is what? 42. Because 34 next value is just greater value is 42. So that 42's corresponding class, it is called the median class. Right? So here we have to write an answer. Here the cumulative frequency of 34. Here the cumulative frequency, the just greater value of value of 34 is which one? 42. So its corresponding class. So 42's corresponding class, it is called the median class. So median class is equal to which one? 125 to 145. This is our median class. Now we in a median formula that all value we require. So first value we require L value. So L value is represent here. L value is represent lower limit of the median class. Median class is this one. Its lower limit is what? 125. Then in a formula that we require n by 2 value. N by 2 value we already find, which is our 34. Okay. Then after CF value we require. So in formula that we discuss. CF means what? It is a cumulative frequency of the preceding class cumulative frequency of the median class. So median class is this one. Its preceding class is 105 to 125. Its cumulative frequency means what? 22. Right? So CF value is a 22. Then F value we require. F value means what? This is the median class. Its frequency value, it is called the F value. So F value is a 20. And H value, class size. Observe, here is a continuous class, and each and every class is class size is same. So H value is represented on the first class, upper limit minus lower limit. So we get as a n. Okay. So all these values we have to put here in a formula. Again I repeat, how we can find out the median class. In a median, first of all you have to make the cumulative frequency column. And in a cumulative frequency, each and every class cumulative frequency you have to find out. With that thing we can find out from the frequency. First class frequency as it is, or second class cumulative frequency 4 plus 5 is equal to 9, 9 plus 13, 22, 22 plus 20, 42, 42 plus 40, 56 plus 8, 64 plus 4, 68. After finding out the cumulative frequency, this table, what we have to do, we have to define the median class, and median class is decided from the n by 2. Right? So n value is here is a 68, so n by 2 is a 34. We have to check it out in a cumulative frequency column. What is the value of the just greater than the n by 2? So just greater than value of the 34 is 42. So 42's corresponding class, it is called the median class. class. And from that we can decide L value, lower limit of the median class 125, N by 2 value is a 34, cumulative frequency value which we have to take the median class preceding class, cumulative frequency value means median class frequency value, and class size we can define from the table. All these value we have to put here. L value is a 125 plus N by 2 value is a 34 minus CF value is a 22 divided by frequency value is a 20 into class size is a 20. So that 20 is cancelled out. So we get the 125 plus 34 minus 22. So we get the 12. Right. So we get the 137 unit, which is a median of the given observations. So that way we can find out the medians. Okay, so median we can find out. Mean. For finding out the mean, we have to make a table. Here we apply the step deviation method. Okay, so we have to make a table. So first of all, we have to write the class. Here I write the class. Then after we require xi column. Then after we require fi column frequency. Then after we require ui column, and at last we have to represent the fi ui column. Right. So classes is given 65 to 85, 85 to 105, 105 to 125, 125 to 145, 145 to 165, and 165 to 185, and 185 to 201. Then after xi column. Xi column, how we can find out? See, here we define first of all the class size, or you can say h. So continuous class is there, and so from the first class you can define the class size. 85 minus 65. 85 minus 65. So we get the 20. Right. Now xi value, how we can find out from the first class? So what you have to do? Lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Right. So 5 plus 5 10, then 7 plus 8. So 15 we get. So 150 divided by 2. Right. So 75 we get. Or you can directly say in between 65 to 85, which value we get as a mid value 75. In 75 if you add the 20 class size, then you get the 95. Right. So in between 95 is there. In between that 115 we get. In between that, or you can take the plus 20 in this one. So 135, then 155, then 175, then 195. So that way all xi value we find. Now next frequency value is given. So 4, 5, 13, 20, 14, 8, and 4. Right. So ui value, how we can decide? See, in a mean formula, from the xi column we have to assume as a value. So midmost of the xi, this is our a value. We assume as a value as a 135. So its ui value is a 0. In upper one, negative value we have to write -1, -2, -3. In lower one of the 0, positive value we have to write 1, 2, and 3. Now fi ui multiplication we have to do 4 into -3 -12, 5 into -2 -10, 13 into -1 -13, 20 into 0 0, 14 1s are 14, 8 2s are 16, 4 3s are 12. So here we have to write the sigma fi ui value. Right. So here observe this 12 plus 12 and minus 12 is directly cancelled out. Right. Now negative numbers addition is -23. Positive number addition is 30. So 30 minus 23, so we get the plus 7. Plus 7 is a sigma fi u. Right? Now sigma fi value we require. So sigma fi. See in a question, how many consumers is given? 68. If you add all this frequency, then you get the 68. Okay. So here we apply the mean formula. Before that, whatever value we get, that here we mention for the mean formulas. Here we first of all observe, define the all values. A value is 135. Then sigma fi ui is 7. Then after sigma fi is 68. And class A plus sigma fi ui upon sigma fi into h. Okay, so here we have the step deviation, so that is a step deviation formula. So 135 plus sigma fi is 7 divided by sigma fi is 68 into class size is 20. Right. So this is a 10 to right. So this one is here is a 34 to so 2 is cancelled. Again this is a 5 to here is a 17 to so we get the 135 plus 7 5 35 divided by 7. Right. So 135 plus 35 और 17 से divide करोगे so 17 to 34 1 0 point here is a 0 right. So here we have to put the 0. So 17 5 so 2.05. So we get the 137.05 is the mean of the given observation. Right. Median we find out, mean we find out, and also we have to require mode. So mode you can find out using the formula which we apply in 14.2 exercise, right? L plus f1 minus f0 upon 2 f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. Other than another method how we can find out the mode. L we discussed the relationship between mean mode and median formula. So which is what? P median is equal to mode plus 2 times mean. Using that formula, you can also find out the mode value. Okay, so the 2 times mean we take in the left hand side, so it is comes to the left hand side, and it is become a minus. Right. So mode is a main term. Mode is a main term which we have to find out. Now median value here we find which is a 137. Median value is what? 137 minus 2 times mean value we already find 137.05 is equal to mode. Right. So its multiplication 3 7s are 21, 3 3s are 9 plus 2 11, 3 1s are 3 plus 1 411 minus if you do the multiplication of that then 4 1 7 and 2 is equal to mode. So mode means what? Mode means what? So subtraction of 411 minus 274.10. Right. So 411 minus 274.10. So here is 0. Here is 0 at 10.9. 0 10. Right. So 10 minus 4 is a 6. 0 by 7 minus 7 is not possible. So 10 minus 7 is a 3. And 3 minus 2 is a 1. So we get the mode is equal to 136.9, or you can say its approximate value is a 137 because 136.9 is there. So mode value we get the approximate is what? 137. Okay. So using the relationship between mean, mode and median, we can find out the remaining value. Okay. So in examination, whenever the 3 question ask find out the median, mode and mean, then what you have to do? Any 2 of value you have to find out first of all using the formula, and remaining value you have to find out the relationship between mean, mode and median. Okay, that is not required. Always we have to find out the median and mean first. If you find out the median and mode using our formula, mode formula is that L plus f1 minus f0 upon 2 f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. Suppose from this data we find out the median and mode using that formula, then we not need to find out the median, the mean for this formula. You have to apply this formula and find out easily the mean. Okay, so that is a mean, mode and median. That way we can find